Cam's live coverage of 2005 Town Day is underwritten by Wine Country, offering a large selection of beer, fine cheeses, and wine from around the world. Located in the Town Pantry Plaza in Winchester.
Hi.
Hi, good afternoon. Welcome to Town Day in Winchester, Massachusetts. We're here at the beautiful Duck Pond in downtown Winchester. Behind us is the Winchester Ballet Conservatory. And Alan and Sidell will be your hosts for a little while and introduce the entertainment for you. Sidell?
Hi. We thought we'd talk a little bit about the beginnings of Town Day since we're veterans of Winchester. I'd put in a little bit of a plug for Rotary, which used to have an annual auction in town and a ham and bean supper, and that was something that brought the whole town together. Up until the, early to mid 70s, was it?
Yes.
And then yard sales kind of killed the auction, so there was a little bit of a hiatus when it was only the Anchor Fair that was our town celebration.
And the Winchester Rotary is still an active supporter of the Town Day activities. And in those days before the Town Day, we had right beside us where we are now at Town Hall, the Town Hall filled with items that were collected all during the year
That's
and
right.
held at the Rotary Barn. And
That's right.
some great items, some old, it was a garage sale times 100.
Oh, they were beautiful, beautiful pieces of furniture. Some of them. I had a dining room set that's just still living in my daughter's house from the Rotary auction. But now we have this gorgeous day for Town Day. Boy, we have some wonderful weather finally for this.
Got beautiful weather, and you'll see during the course of this telecast some shots from around downtown where there are a number of activities going on. Children's events over in the Common. We had the hot air balloon rides this morning off of Manchester Field, and booths by a great number of organizations in Winchester that are here around town. And if you're viewing this right now, you might want to come down and see what kinds of assortment of activities there are for all ages in the town of Winchester.
It's true. We'll be going on until the evening. And if you're seeing this after the event and you missed it, plan on it for next year. And of course, you want to start your town day with the pancake breakfast that Rotary puts on. We must have served hundreds and hundreds of people today, pancakes and sausages. That was
Yeah.
a lot of fun.
That's a great thing to do. That was at McCall Junior High, was it not?
Yes, it was.
So do plan on that. And this is Town Day number 29. We celebrated the 25th Town Day in 2001, so my math tells me we're up to 29. Next year will be the 30th, and it'll be even a bigger celebration. But
Well,
it's
good
been
for
great.
you for remembering that. On my way here, I passed this cute little thing where there was miniature golf set up, and there were these little, I think they must have been 3-year-olds playing it. Oh, it was adorable. Every corner, every foot of space here has something fun or interesting going on.
Well, for years, once upon a time when we had what we called the Winchester JC, sort of a junior chamber of commerce group, and some of the same people, such as Mr. Alan Iden and his circle, are still very much involved in this. Town Day was not quite as extensive as it is now. It's grown over the years with the number of groups involved and the events that have been involved. We have some new events this year, Sidell.
Yes, we have a dog show for the first time. I think that is going to be so much fun. I think it's the brainchild of Glenn Doyle, or at least he is the MC of it and producing it, and it is going to be so much fun. They have categories like Best Mutt and Best Costume, and of course Best in Show. So that's going to be fun to see.
That's great.
And then we're going to be showing you acts from the stage behind us, right?
We're going to have a lot of acts from the stage behind us, and It's been going on for a little bit even before we began with some wonderful dancers, and we're going to see singers and bands later on in the afternoon. And right now, which is on, is the Ballet Conservatory, the Winchester Ballet Conservatory, and they're doing a beautiful job. I think you can hear the music behind us. We're going to, when they're done, go to the Winchester Community Music School, and we're going to see first a percussion performance from the Winchester Community Music School, and following that, there'll be a jazz rendition by those who are active in the Community Music School. So that will start us off, and from there we're going to see some garage bands, three very, very good ones, and you may know, some of you, the names Dance Radio, followed by Carlson, and then the Electric Magnetic Tomato. So that's going to be something. We're going to be looking forward to that. So.
I love the names they come up with for the music. It's just a lot of fun. As is everything that goes on here on this wonderful day. You know what I always used to love about it, especially after my children were out of school and I didn't see other parents as regularly as I used to. This was the one day you walk through town, you meet everybody you've ever known. Everybody turns out for it.
Absolutely, the Hollywood and Vine of downtown Winchester right now. For those who may remember Hollywood and Vine, but that's what's going on at the Rotary. Certainly, as Sidell says, the entire community seems to be involved. And there's activities for all ages. The kids, there'll be a duck race later on, you know, with plastic ducks for sort of a raffle situation. The young kids get a big kick out of that. Some of the older gang like the trolley rides, as I do, which are run by the Historical Society, and they give a good tour in all elements, all corners of Winchester, and it's really kind of a fun thing that they put on, sponsored by the Winchester Savings Bank.
And one of the new things, I think it's brand new this year, but it's newer, is a historical boat tour.
Boat tour.
That the boat club
yes.
has done, and they did it this morning, and that must have been just wonderful.
Oh, what a day for a boat ride, huh?
Yes.
That's great. We're watching. Well, the boat rides did begin last year, and they were so popular that here we are again, and even expanded, I think. Sidell and I can see the ducks right in front of us floating in the water, and they seem to be very, very happy with the weather, and I'm sure that's the case for the people who were able to enjoy the boat rides as well.
Right, and you know what? One thing we mustn't forget to mention is the great food that's available here.
That's
I
right.
mean, you just cannot walk downtown without developing an appetite for some of the great stuff that's being cooked out there.
It's certainly true, and actually, while we're thinking of food and beverage, we want to say that we've had the real strong support to put on a show like Town Day, and to have WinCam be able to participate. People have been laying wires and putting equipment here since 4 or 5 hours ago, and we've had great support from Pete's Calzone as far as the food that's going to be available for the crew and others. And I think the wine country.
Well, of course, we haven't had any wine.
That's right.
No, we wouldn't be doing that during the day. But Wine Country is a new store in Winchester that's doing great. And one of the great things they're doing is helping to sponsor the production of Town Day for WinCam and for everybody in Winchester. So we thank them very much for their sponsorship of today's festivities.
That's absolutely the case, and couldn't do all the things that we do without that kind of support. And again, to emphasize for those who may be thinking of coming down but they haven't left the house yet, there are pony rides for the youngsters over on the Common. There's a petting zoo. There are games for the youngsters. We had this morning earlier a fishing derby that's done, but again, as Sidell says, plan on next year, because first thing in the morning we're right down on the Wedge Pond side, right off of Main Street, and that's a lot of fun too.
And there's something that knocks me out every year, which is the art exhibit that is on in Town Hall. Dave Ardito is the art director for the school system now, and he and his teachers and these wonderfully talented students, year after year, they produce work that you walk in there and sometimes you can't believe that these are just school children who have done this interesting and exciting work.
Yeah, it's really, it is impressive. It's impressive to see what the youngsters do on the art and what they do on the stage here. but the theater arts. Really, we saw some terrific performances by youngsters earlier in the day, and you're going to see some very good ones coming up as well. And if you stay tuned throughout the afternoon and evening, this will be on until fireworks this evening. And as we get towards the evening after the garage bands, we'll see the octets from Winchester High School, and we're going to see both the McCall Junior High and the high school jazz bands playing before the fireworks. So that'll be an important thing, and the select singers also from the Winchester High School. So a lot of talent that we see during the year and other events as well, but comes together for Town Day that really makes it a special occasion.
I'm looking forward to the Winchester Community Music School performance, which will be coming up soon. Now there's a facility that was added during my Winchester lifetime, and I was very, very pleased to see that old historic mansion reclaimed by this wonderful facility now several years ago. Again, with a lot of the town coming together to make that happen, and so many students have been educated there in music and musicianship, and it's going to be a pleasure to see their performance coming up.
Yes, for those who will enjoy the benefits of that by today's performances and become acquainted with the Winchester Community Music School, as Adele said, a beautiful redo on the house up on Highland Ave that the Guston family and the Fontaine family lived in back in the 50s and 60s, and has been redone, and John Moriarty and Carol and others have really made a big difference there, and it's a wonderful opportunity for people to learn at, again, all ages, but to bring the youngsters in to learn early and really become accomplished in music is a wonderful thing that this community offers, and we want to make sure that people know about it enough to take advantage.
Now, you mentioned Fontaine. Of course, that was Frankie Fontaine, and he was the sidekick of Red Skelton on television and radio, and he was very famous in his day.
Frank Fontaine was a combination singer and comedian, and did indeed travel around with people like Vaughn Monroe and that in the singing routine, but also became more well known when he was on the Jackie Gleason Hour.
Was it Jackie Gleason and not Red Skelton, or
yeah,
both?
but he was friendly with Red Skelton too. They were all chums, but Jackie Gleason had him on his Saturday night show for a long time, and that really did well. They had a large family, and I had the pleasure of being at Winchester High with Bobby Fontaine, son Bobby, and son Peter behind Bobby, and they were very active in the town of Winchester, and we all knew them very well and enjoyed their company and their humor, and so that's a little bit of the Winchester history, a little bit old at this point, but that house reminds us all of it, and so the Community Music School does keep it going, and we love that.
Now we're going to see two performances, and hear two performances. One is going to be on percussion, one is going to be on jazz, and so happens that I know that the executive director of Winchester Community Music School, Lori Russell, this petite, blonde, lovely ladylike person, is a drummer. She's a percussionist. That's her instrument.
That's great.
I would love to see her play out here on the stage. Maybe one day we can get you out here, Lori.
Well, isn't that something? And that's another thing that we have here in this beautiful community is the talented adult leadership for the young people. And I'm sure that a number of folks who are watching this also read in the press that Lynn Raymeyer, who's for the last 20 years really been the music director for the Octets, will be singing later, and a number of other things, has taken our high school students on tour to a number of countries over the last 20 years. This is her culmination really tonight. When the Octets sing later on tonight, there will be an honor really of Lynn Raymeyer, who put them together. She was the founder of our Octets group, which came out of the high school singers from the Glee Club and from our performances. She put it all together.
Yeah, and the Octets have been all over the world. Of course, the name would indicate that there are only 8 singers, but
Right.
That's wrong, right?
That's wrong. Once upon a time, I think that was true.
Yeah, I don't think they even bother to have a multiple of 8. It's just a historical name.
That's
But
right.
they have been everywhere, and deservedly so, and go to music festivals. We hope that they continue to do that.
I think their first trip 20 years ago when they began was to Saint-Germain-en-Laye in France, which is our sister city. That's something that Judy Musier, I know Judy's not watching because she's down here live downtown in the activity, but Judy Musier, when she was selectman in Winchester, put together a friendship with Saint-Germain in France, just outside of Paris. And we've had those folks here, we've been there, and the Octets went to perform in a music week in Saint-Germain. It was quite the hit.
You know, as a matter of fact, we have somebody standing by who happens to be the president of Jumelage, and Jumelage is the name of the organization that twins the two cities. And if we have time, maybe we can get a word from him about the organization
That'd be
and
great.
what it's doing, because we know we have French students coming over to spend a little time in Winchester this summer. So maybe Philippe Koenig would be able to grab the microphone and come over here and
be
say
great?
a few words.
Wouldn't that be great? Because this is another example of groups that grow and flourish in this community, and
Come behind us.
where we benefit from talent here, and we're even drawing it internationally. Philippe, Alan McDonald, bonjour.
And I don't have to be introduced to him because this is also. Oh, thank you. Don't you just love the French? My husband, Philippe Koenig. Tell us a little bit about Jumelage in Winchester this summer.
Bonjour everyone, hello everyone. Jumelage is an organization of Twin City between Winchester and the city of Saint-Germain-en-Laye, which is a beautiful city just on the outskirts of Paris. It's really gorgeous, has a magnificent castle. It's where Louis XIV, the Sun King, was born. And we have had a twin city relationship with Saint-Germain for 15 years. And this year is the 15th anniversary, in fact. And in September, there will be a group of 15 people coming from Saint-Germain-en-Laye to Winchester, and also to go on a one-week excursion to Bar Harbor and the Maine coast in the latter part of September. This summer, we have two young men, 17, 18 years old, who are coming from Saint-Germain-en-Laye for a month, one of whom will be at Bookends. Bookends has hosted an intern from Saint-Germain each year of the last several years. And the other will be assisting at Kidstock with Brian Miloskis. And Kidstock had a young man a few years ago who had a wonderful time working with Brian and the kids there. And those are the highlights for our summer activities.
Well, isn't that great?
Thank
And
you.
Philippe, we were just talking about how lucky we are to have talented adults and talented youngsters coming along, being mentored, and for Judy Manzo at Bookends to be part of this, and for Brian Miloskis, who's been active for many, many years in theater and community activities here. What a terrific thing. We're very lucky to have them.
We indeed are. Judy has been sponsoring an intern for I don't know how many years now,
Yes, yeah.
and they have a wonderful time, and Judy says she likes to have them around. So do visit Bookends this summer and meet our young intern from France,
Yeah, great.
and perhaps also at Kidstock. And
Well, you're
thank you.
doing a beautiful job with it, and we wanted folks to know about Jumelage, and for those who have had some experience themselves in France, who would like to, who even don't have to speak French at all, but just have an interest, this is a wonderful organization to be
It
part of.
is, and we every other year or so, or more often, a group from Winchester goes over to Saint-Germain. We've done that several times.
Yes, yeah.
They're wonderful trips. They're delightful. And the price can't be beat. So if you're at all interested, please contact me
That's great.
or Jack Roll, who's very active, or anyone that you know who might be possibly active in Jumelage.
That's beautiful. Well,
Thank
there
you.
go.
Thanks for
Philippe?
stopping by.
You're very
Thank
welcome.
you. Isn't that great?
Now,
Jump.
I'm going to tell the story on Judy as to how she managed to get that relationship going. There she was a selectman, and this fax came in. This is what she's told us from the mayor of Saint-Germain-en-Laye, seeking a sister city relationship, and he had sent this to a number of towns and cities, and Judy just jumped on the chance to do it. I don't know what she showed them as our castle. You know, they have a castle. I think she showed them a picture of Town Hall.
See, I remember it as well, and they were looking at three different, when it came down to three communities, and the other two were big. I mean, it was like Philadelphia, something like that, in Washington, and Winchester, but they fell in love with Judy, frankly. And Judy did put together a 2-day event where the mayor of Saint Germain was visiting with his delegation, and she did a luncheon and a tour and a dinner and just knocked herself out and did a beautiful job. Yeah.
Yep, yep.
So it is a great testimony to her, this whole relationship.
Yeah. Well, of course, we have a great affinity with the town. They sit to Paris the same way we sit to Boston geographically, and they're on a commuter line
Yeah.
like we are. And their town looks very much like Winchester, just multiplied about 10 times.
It's bigger, much bigger. Got a castle.
Yeah.
And if and we won't have to talk all day about that, but if I remember correctly, you can get the metro in Paris and go right out. And so if you get involved in this group and you haven't been to Paris yet, you can visit Saint Germain and in you go to the big city. Yep,
Right,
that's great.
right, right. Oh, now we talked about Kidstock, and you'll see if you come down or you have been down, you see children with these painted faces, very cute. And I think that they have stopped by the town common and gotten their faces painted there. And Kidstock usually runs theater activities for the children. They just love it. Brian seems to be just boundless in his imagination as to what to do with children of all ages.
It's a wonderful thing for the youngsters to get familiar with the stage and being anxious to wear the funny faces and perform themselves. And we saw earlier in the day preschoolers on the stage doing a little ballet activity, cute as the dickens, of course, and absolutely with no compunctions about being involved in front of a lot of people. They just enjoyed it quite a bit, and to have that as a preschooler. To be that poised, it's going to help so much as they get older. It's a wonderful thing.
It is. And I was always impressed. When I moved here, Kidstock had not yet been formed because Brian was only in junior high with my daughter, playing Fagin to her Nancy in Oliver. But the Winchester Cooperative Theater definitely was in existence, had been for some years, and this is even before Kathy Alexander took it over. And I was amazed at their productions then and now. Wow, my goodness, those productions could go to Broadway.
Well, it is indeed, and so in the memory of Carlene Samoylov, we'll have to give Carlene a tip of the hat. We lost her many years ago, of course, but she had energy the same as Kathy, and that's what it takes. But absolutely, she was wonderful, and in the 50s even had the community theater for the youngsters, and it's much more sophisticated now, believe me. And if you have youngsters who have not been involved yet in the community theater, the children's community theater, and they might be interested, you definitely want to see them involved. It's a terrific outlet.
Of course, I'm biased because I do a lot of theater, and I went to a theatrical high school, the High School of Performing Arts. But I do think that everybody can benefit from that kind of exposure to an audience, from the kind of discipline it takes to be in a show, any kind of show. Mrs. A, as the kids call her, insists that those lines be learned.
That's right.
And that can only stand you in good stead in real life. You know, we know how important team sports can be. Well, team theater can do very, very similar things for children.
And it really is team theater because when Mrs. A puts on a production with many children, there are two casts, and one may be the star of the show on one cast and in the middle of the cast in the other performance, and it's a wonderful thing to give lots of children an opportunity to be in the main part of a production and then also to see in the middle of the production, and it's one where all the children learn together, and it's a wonderful experience.
Yeah. Well, it's a great town. That's why we pick a whole day to celebrate it,
That's
called
right.
Town Day. Maybe we need Town Week.
Maybe we need Town Week. And speaking of Town Week, it actually began Thursday night. Here we are Saturday. We had a reading of Our Town in the Winchester Public Library Thursday night to begin it, and you may see some shots, not of that, but of Friday night's Battle of the Bands. We had a Battle of the Bands last night out in front of the fire station here on Main Street. The street was closed off from about 6 o'clock on. Beautiful evening, thank goodness. And we had live music, and a lot of people were down here last evening, actually. So we broke into Town Day a little early, and it's going to go right through dark and have fireworks tonight. And we need all that time because there are a lot of people involved in this.
And the people involved in this, my goodness, what kind of medals should they get? I tell you, if you see anybody walking around with a red and white Town Day Committee T-shirt on, you should just hug them.
Hug 'em, give 'em a big hug, because they start meeting actually, I say January. They'll start meeting this summer after we get all through with this Town Day, but they start meeting seriously in January, and they go a lot of planning and go through weekly meetings during the winter, and then of course, as you could guess, hectic during the month of May. But to put all this together, the great number of booths and activities, and somehow every year we seem to add one or two and keep all the rest. So it really, there's not much attrition. It's building.
It sure is. It sure is. And of course, well, you expect them to work hard for those magnificent salaries they get, right? No, they're all volunteer. All volunteer.
We're going to take a little break now and come back to you. When we do come back, you're going to have the Winchester Community Music School percussion performance, which I know you're going to enjoy. So we'll take a little break here, Sidel and I will, and give you a break as well and prepare you for the Winchester Community Music School.
Come back real soon. Okay, so what we're going to be seeing now while the band tunes up are some shots of the activities last night. You were talking about the Battle of the Bands. We'll probably see some of that.
Battle of the Bands we'll see, and you're going to see a lot of, I hope, familiar faces even, but we have a lot of high school youngsters and the parents and a lot of friends who gathered last night downtown, and we had a wonderful evening, and you're going to get first-hand kind of feeling about it right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of a city girl, so I always think of it as a block party, a real good old-fashioned block party.
It is exactly like that, a good old-fashioned block party.
When I came to it, I actually danced in the street, but I
Oh.
can't say that I was, joined by a lot of people.
You should have been. You should
We
have
were
been.
out
Well,
there doing the swing and stuff.
but we hope you'll enjoy this, and we'll be back in a little bit with the Winchester Community Music School. They're setting up now, and I hope you enjoy watching some of last night's activities.
Alright, that was Hysteria by Muse, and now we're gonna have Worlds Part sung by Austin and Gilligan.
Somehow it all ends up the same. Soaring on wings of selfish pride, I feel too high, and I get the risk I deny. With a world I try so hard to leave behind. To rid myself of all but love, giving down. To turn away and not become another nail to scared of one who loves. More deeply than the oceans, more abundant than the tears of a world embracing everybody. Can I be the one to sacrifice? Or grip the spear and watch the blood and water? Take my word apart. I am on my knees. Take my world apart. Broken on my knees. Yeah. I'll stand on a stand alone. Amongst remains of the life I should not own.
All right, we're about to hear from the Winchester Community Music School percussion group, led by Sylvie Zakarian. I think they were just introduced by Lori Russell. It's going to be fun.
It'll be fun. We just heard it in the background. We hope you enjoy. Thank you.
first piece was Snares for Three by Donald Abe, and now you're going to hear Oriental Waltz. Our next piece is Aztec Dance by Michael Story. We're going to have one mallet instrument, the big one over there, called marimba. All right, is everybody ready? Four. Two. Our next piece is Suite of Five, which means that there are going to be 5 movements in different tempos. The first and the last ones are the loud ones on the snare drums, and in the middle you're going to see some other instruments too. So 5 movements without clapping, please. winter months, when we were rehearsing in my studio in the basement of the Winchester Music School, was not enough that there were so many gray days, but also there's not much light where we rehearse. So we decided to learn 2 Caribbean songs, and that's how the song came into our studio. And they were very useful in the months of May when we're all dreaming of this nice warm weather. So you're going to hear Rivers of Babylon and Sing and Jump for Joy, Caribbean street music.
Just a voiceover. You're listening to the Winchester Community Music School, and you're listening to the percussion performances to be followed by the jazz performances of the Winchester Community Music School. And we hope you're enjoying the concert. And please stay tuned afterwards. We'll have some garage bands and other performances to follow. Thank you.
These guys have a lot of fun with Sylvia every week, so if you want to join us in the fall, we've got 2 levels of percussion ensemble next year. Just give the music school a call at 781-721-2950. And sit tight, because starting in 15 minutes at 2 o'clock, our adult students will perform in a jazz combo called It Don't Mean a Thing, and they're terrific, so you don't want to miss it.
Hi, you're back with Alan and Sidell here on beautiful Sandy's Island, right next to Winchester Town Hall and in front of the rear of the Winchester Public Library, watching performances of the Winchester Community Music School and many more to follow.
Yeah, we want to talk about Sandy's Island in a minute, but first I wanted to just remark on those performances. I love to watch young people working. They are always trying so hard, and they've learned their parts so well, and they did a great performance, and it always kind of chokes me up to see that.
That's great. That's great. And it's very understandable. A lot of talent, and you watch those youngsters throw themselves in with such confidence and ability. You know that a lot of good teaching has gone behind that, but it's just great to see the youngsters perform so well.
Right. And we were mentioning that we are cable casting from Sandy's Island, which is a remarkable achievement in and of itself, and another aspect of this town and its wonderful people, and the late and fabulous Sandy Rogers.
Sandy Rogers was such a big part of this TV station that we're on today, WinCam. Sandy from the very beginnings, which would be 1980, when the forerunner of WinCam came into existence with a license from Winchester. But Sandy had a quarter of a century of activity almost with WinCam, and was a big part of Town Day, was a big part of the productions for this TV studio, and here we are on a beautiful island that she designed and made sure worked for us. So
Right.
We're thrilled to be here.
And now we have the tremendous honor of a visit from Lori Russell. Lori, I don't know if you heard, but we were taking your name in vain before. So we just told all your secrets totally out here to the Winchester audience.
Terrific. Thank you very much for sharing that with everyone.
Yes, indeed. We talked about the fact that you are yourself a percussionist.
That I am. I'm a classically trained percussionist, and I just love that we have a percussion ensemble at the music school this year, and next year we'll have 2 levels of percussion ensemble. But it's something that was a big part of my life growing up, and it's great that now we can bring that opportunity to students in Winchester.
Well, that performance was lovely. Can you tell us something about the instruments they were playing?
I sure can. The boys were playing on drums, obviously, and so you saw everything from the snare drum to the lower pitched tom-toms, which actually I have to tell you a secret now. Those are substituting for timpani because we couldn't bring the timpani over.
Oh yeah, they're kind of big.
Yes, they're a little big. But in addition to playing drums, you also heard tempo blocks, which is more of an oriental instrument. You heard metallic sounds of the triangle and also the tambourine. And then one of those last few pieces, the Caribbean street music, were played on the keyboard percussion instruments, and they were using the marimba, which is anywhere from 6 to 8 feet long, depending on its number of notes, and also the vibraphone. So we have a wonderful group of instruments over at the music school.
Well, that sounds exciting, and it's always great to see them right out here playing for us. Now, how many town days have you been here for? Not to put you on the spot or anything.
This is my 4th town day. I came to the music school in 2001, where I followed the original founder of the community music school, Corey Nichols. And when she retired, I came here from the Hart School in Connecticut. And now at the music school, we have 900 students and 60 faculty, and the students come from 30 different communities.
What about the children who are playing now? Can you tell us something about that?
Sure. Those are all 6th grade students, and 2 live here in Winchester, and 1 lives up in Wakefield.
Great. That's terrific. How high does your school go in levels and proficiency of students and teachers?
Well, we have students as young as 18 months, and they come and take weekly music classes with their parents. They're wonderful when they come in, and they don't want to leave.
Oh, my goodness.
It's great to see them in the mornings. And then we have, of course, a number of students who are in elementary and middle school and high school. That's the majority of who we have at the school. But then we have a very large component of adult students, and those are the students that you're going to see up on stage next. And our adult students range from 19 years old up to 92 years old this year.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
That is
we were saying
fabulous.
all ages, and that does cover a lot of all ages.
We do have all ages at the music school.
18 months to 92.
Yes.
Wow, that's pretty good.
Tell us what we're going to see next.
Next, you're going to hear one of our adult jazz combos. This year, we actually had 3 different adult jazz combos at the school. And this one has been playing together actually for about 3 years. It's, I believe, 7 members, including a vocalist. And they're going to play jazz standards and some more contemporary pieces. They rehearse weekly. They're coached by one of our teachers, and they just have a great time. They even have named their band. Their band is called It Don't Mean a Thing.
It don't mean a thing. That's
If
great.
it ain't got that swing.
You got it.
Now, that sounds familiar to me. Lori and I know each other from Rotary as well. Are they going to be the entertainment at our changing of the guard dinner soon?
Yes, they will be performing later in June at the Rotary event.
That's great. And Laurie, how do parents and those of all ages get in touch with the Winchester Community Music School if they're interested?
There are a couple of different ways, and we'd love to hear from everybody. They can visit our website at www.winchestermusic.org, or they could give us a call at 781-721-2950.
Well, isn't that great, huh? That makes all the sense.
And are you the one who will answer the phone and give them all the information? Most of the time.
Most of the time.
I would love to hear more about this 18-month program, and I'll bet you lots of people would. What do the children actually do that young?
At 18 months, as I said before, they come with their mom, dad, grandparent, or a caregiver, and they come in and they do so many different fun things. They'll start to, they do a lot of moving around the room. It's it's quite invigorating, and they'll do bounces and do a lot of nursery rhymes and finger plays, lullabies, a lot of things that are age appropriate, both things that are very active and things that are more calming. We have wonderful small little percussion instruments just made for children, and so they'll come over and they'll use little drums, little triangles, little tambourines, and then as the kids get older, they can continue in those group classes all the way up until about age 11, and they're wonderful ways to expose kids to music in a very fun and joyful manner. And then later on, they may want to use those same skills when they decide that perhaps trying an instrument would be their thing.
Now, is the teacher who teaches this 18-month program and for the little ones specially trained to do that?
Yes, they are. That's an excellent question. Our teachers, for the most part, are trained in Dalcroze Eurythmics, which is a type of pedagogy from the Swiss music educator Emile Jacques Dalcroze. And he developed a way of teaching music that means that you're teaching it through moving and feeling the music through your body. And it's just a wonderful, natural way to start to feel rhythm and tonality. And so a lot of the activities that the kids do will be wonderful. The teacher will play on the piano, and she'll play slow music, and they'll move and they'll improvise to the music. And then she'll play fast music, and they'll do skipping and hopping and galloping. So these kids, when they decide that they want to do music later in life, they are so far advanced to students who had never been exposed to that. It's just incredible.
Do some of them go on to dance after that? Because it sounds like a dance class as well.
Absolutely. We have both. We have a lot of kids who do both dance classes here in Winchester, and then they also take music classes, so they're getting double the exposure.
And what do the parents do while this is going on? Just watch, or do they participate
They
too?
absolutely participate up until age 3. So they're moving around and singing and bouncing and having fun, and actually they're learning a lot of things that they can do at home and enjoy music together at home.
That's terrific. Have you enjoyed your stay here?
I'm having a great time. It's
Good.
a fun job to have.
I'll bet it is. I'll bet it is. And Town Day activities, besides these two music performances?
We have a booth over in front of Starbucks. It's a wonderful location, and so if you go and visit our booth, we have kazoos for everybody so that you can start to play an instrument no matter what age or what ability level you have.
There you go.
And also we have a couple of drawings that you can enter for free. One is to have fall tuition for one of those early childhood music classes I just described. And the other is for our adult students. We have wonderful music appreciation classes. And next fall, we're offering a class on the history of the symphony and another one on the life and music of Duke Ellington.
Wow.
So we have a free drawing for that class as well.
That
Something.
sounds like great fun.
And
It's
Laurie,
great
you
fun.
said there were 30 communities that
There's
are represented?
32 different communities that
Wow.
is represented.
Isn't that something? That's great.
So Winchester is a destination
We're
for
drawing.
music
It
and
sure is.
music education.
Yes, it is.
Thanks to Lori and the Winchester Community Music School.
Absolutely.
Thank you for
Thank-
talking with
Laurie,
me this
thank
afternoon.
you. That's great.
Thanks for coming.
We are going to hear in a few minutes on the jazz portion of the Winchester Community Music School, as Laurie just talked about, and we're looking forward to that. And following that, we're going to have 3 different garage bands, which are well known in the area, and I think you're going to enjoy those as well. And as we go through the afternoon, you'll see the Winchester High School singers and the octet and the McCall Junior High jazz and high school jazz bands playing as well as there were 5. I'm just reminded there were 5 bands in the schedule. And here I am only familiar with 3, so you'll get to compare and see a lot of talent all at once.
Compare and contrast,
compare
just
and
like they taught you at school.
And we want to mention again, there are a great many sponsors for this particular day, and they'll be listed at the end of this program as well, but that sponsor particular events, and we have had great help from particularly Pete's Calzones on Main Street, or actually on Church Street. Pete's is on Church Street and on Main Street.
Right, and then Wine Country, the new wine store, has contributed to the production costs for this event to a great extent, and we're particularly grateful for that as well.
It takes many, many, many volunteers to put Town Day on. When Town Day began, as we were saying earlier, almost 30 years ago, The idea was to come down, see all the people in the community, enjoy each other, and enjoy the events and the activities that make up the community, and not have to spend a nickel to do it if you don't want to. There are now, though, sausages and hot dogs and raffle tickets and things that you can get if you want, but it's an event that you can spend all day long at, free, because there are so many volunteers that put this together, hundreds and hundreds of volunteers. And hats off, as Sedell and I have said earlier, to the committee itself, which is really dedicated to this particular event, and all the people that make it up.
Right. Alan, this is just totally unfair of me. What is a garage band?
I know it. What is a garage band? I think a garage band is one that, just as we say, starts off in the garage. And if you've had a youngster in your house that plays one of those percussion instruments or an electric guitar, you don't want them practicing in the basement or the third floor. You want them outside in the garage, if at all possible.
I guess then I had a garage band for a while when my son was doing that, and I had very tolerant neighbors.
These are bands that have picked up and have gotten together and become accomplished and have a lot of fun with each other. They're not yet on national television, but they're working their way towards that goal, and some of them are quite good, of course. In fact, all the ones we have today are quite good. And
They
in
don't
fact,
need to be on national television. They're on WinCam.
That's right. There's just and better, and better.
That's right. That's right. Where everybody can see and appreciate them. And also on WinCam, if the camera is has been picking up any of this traffic behind us, the children, this is a day for children. There are balloons everywhere, toys everywhere for them, activities for them, and they just love it. We spoke to a few children coming through town earlier, and you know what it is, at a certain age, children like to be independent. They
Yes.
like to be able to walk around and cross streets and not have parents tagging them. And yet, of course, they're not old enough to be really out there on their own all the time. So Town Day is a great event for kids just reaching that age where they can start to test their independence.
Absolutely all ages, from, as we talked earlier, the fishing derby onto the fireworks. Fishing derby in the morning, fireworks at night, and all things in between. So it's great, yeah. And you can't see, perhaps, but Sedell and I are surrounded by ducks trying to get onto the stage here. We're in the-
Stage-struck ducks.
Right,
That's what
we're
we've
in the
got.
great outdoors, and we're enjoying Mother Nature at its best. Behind us, you can see a beautiful complex that has grown up over the years. The rear of the Winchester Public Library, the Lincoln School, which is in the backdrop, which was once upon a time a high school for the town, then a junior high, now an elementary school. But we're on the duck pond right downtown with this backdrop, which over the years has had wonderful care with the architects and the developers in this community who love and care for it. And you can't see to our right, but the Winchester Town Hall is just to our right, and that was refurbished in the mid-1980s for the centennial for the town hall, to put it in shape for the next century, and it's still in wonderful shape, so that we can ring the town bells. You might have heard them a little earlier as we were talking when the town bells rang on the hour. But we're in the middle of this municipal public complex, which is great to use and really is drawing the community together.
It is a beautiful space, and it's a little too bad, but very understandable that children can't feed the ducks anymore.
Right.
We're feeding the ducks and the geese decided to stay and not do their migration, and it was just bad ecologically for the geese and for the town. So that's not permitted anymore, but you can still enjoy the ducks and their beauty and their beautiful surroundings, and you still have the children coming down. It's one of the, when your child starts to walk, it's one of the first rituals, the first spring. Down they come waddling
So
along
true.
with the ducks,
So
right?
true, so true. And for years, of course, it was to feed the ducks, and as Sedell says, not any longer. But the ducks look very healthy, robust even, so they're not hurting.
This is true. Very true. And now we're going to be going into the next performance of the Winchester Community Music School, the jazz group. Very eager to hear and to swing to this. This is my kind of music. I'm not going to be able to stay in my seat.
It don't mean a thing.
It don't mean a thing. And it's going to be, I'm sure it's going to be terrific because these kids are getting great training. They're being announced right now.
Okay, so we hope you enjoy it, and we will be back later to talk some more and get you ready for further acts. So thank you for being with us, and we do hope you're enjoying the
There we
performances.
go.
and gentlemen, let's bring up Kate Frizzoli here, our vocalist.
And to let everybody know individually, this is Mary on keyboards, Maury on bass, Joe on sax, Peter on trumpet, Jason on trombone, and Tony on the drums. Summertime, and the living is easy. Fish are jumping, and the cotton is high. Oh, your dad is rich, and your mama's good looking. So hush, little baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Oh, you're gonna spread your wings and take to the skies. But till that morning, nothing's going to harm you. With your daddy and your mama standing by.
last tune, that was Take the A Train. And now we're going to feature Peter on trumpet here on a little John Coltrane number called Naima.
we're going to do all of me.
All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of me? All of me, why not take all of me? Can't you see I'm no good without you? Take my lips, I wanna lose them. Take my arms, I'll never use them. Your goodbye left me with eyes that cry. How can I go on, dear, without you? You took the part that once was my heart, so why not take all of, why not take all of, why not take, just take all of me?
Thank you. Now it's don't get around much anymore.
It's a Saturday dance. Heard the crowd at the floor. Couldn't bear it without you. Don't get around much anymore. Thought I'd visit the club. Got as far as the door. They'd have asked me about you. Don't get around much anymore. Darling, I guess my mind's more at ease. But nevertheless, why stir up memories? Been invited on dates. Might have gone with but for. Awfully different without you. Don't get around much anymore. Don't get around much anymore. Don't get around much anymore.
Just some small technical difficulties here, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a little Thelonious Monk number called In Walk Bud. of our band is a Don't Mean a Thing. So we traditionally end with a song, I Don't Mean a Thing, if it ain't got that swing. So here it is. Thanks again for coming.
Okay, we're standing by. I have with me guests who have been working on Town Day. They have this great monster truck or something sitting outside of Town Hall. To my right is Michelle Marshall of Goslin Associates, and to my left is Jay Goslin's cousin Jeff.
Jeff Bursey, the owner and the driver of the Telosaurus Rex.
Yeah, Telosaurus Rex. Okay, tell us how the Telosaurus Rex came to be sitting in front of Town Hall today.
My cousin John from Gosselin Associates asked me, he said, hey, you know something? We're doing a Winchester Town Day, and we want something that's really going to grab the people's eye. So, well, buddy, I've got it for you. It's 10,000 pounds, 10 feet high, and 12 feet wide, and it is a monster truck, the Towasaurus Rex 1946 Chevy. If you miss it, you must be blind.
And I think that it's a great animal out there, although it's a motor. Michelle, what was your connection with this?
Well, I'm responsible for client services for Gosselin and Associates, and we wanted to have something that would be fun for the kids and also something that they usually only have an opportunity to see on TV. So by having it here at Town Day, everyone could come, you know, have a chance to see what goes on underneath. How do you get inside of the truck? The wheels, you know, what are they, Jeff, 66 inches
They're
tall?
66 inches tall, 43 inches wide, and they use a 25-inch rim.
Now tell me some of the experiences you had with the little kids today.
Oh, the little kids here in Winchester have been great. They've come up and they've asked so many questions, like how do you get into it, how much does it weigh. The best one I hear is just a little while ago, a little kid walked up to me and was wondering if Monsters actually drove the truck.
It certainly looks like Monsters could drive that truck, I'll say. Now, did you let them actually get into and all around the truck?
No.
On top of it and everything?
No, there's some safety hazards that won't allow us to let the children do that. But just standing next to the truck for a lot of these youngsters is awesome enough, and to see the sheer joy that a monster truck puts on their faces is amazing, and it's very self-rewarding to me.
And Michelle, did any of the parents enjoy seeing that truck?
Ironically enough, I think maybe some of the parents were responsible for leading their children to the Towasaurus Rex. So I think, like myself, I wasn't exactly sure what this would be today. I knew I had seen the websites for it and some commercials, but until I actually had the opportunity to be and spend the day with the monster truck, I had no idea what the buzz was all about. But now I am converted.
Now, Michelle, is this your first Town Day in Winchester?
This is my first Town Day in Winchester, but not Gosselin and Associates.
Oh no, I
first.
know that.
Yes.
And have you enjoyed yourself?
I've loved it. Great support. We have a great community here. We're very, very fortunate here in Winchester. I really could not say more about the town and how supportive all the businesses are with one another.
Isn't it great? Jeff, does that truck actually roll? Does it actually ride anywhere?
Oh yeah, that truck, believe it or not, last year in the year 2004, we did 53 separate events across the United States of America, all over Canada. Here, in fact, just a couple of weeks ago, we returned from the Canadian Maritime Tour where we did 6 shows in 12 days in Nova Scotia, Newfoundland, New Brunswick, and Prince Edward Island, and we had a lot of fun. And that truck is a working monster truck that travels the world every week, and it competes against all the guys that are probably more well-known than myself, obviously. We run against Gravedigger and Bigfoot all the time.
Wow. And now you topped it all off with a trip to Winchester.
And that monster truck also has its very own Hot Wheels car.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. In April here, just this past April, it was April 30th, they were released. We had signed a toy deal, a marketing deal with Mattel Hot Wheels, and we have our own 1/64 scale Hot Wheels monster truck.
Well, it was great that Gosselin and Associates brought you here this year. Now, on camera, I want you to promise everybody in Winchester that you're going to be here next year.
Oh, I can guarantee. I'll tell you something. This coming out to this Winchester Town Day is a lot of fun, and I love meeting people. I wouldn't be in this business if it wasn't for meeting people, and the people here in Winchester are Class A individuals, and we look forward to seeing them again next year.
Thank you. And Michelle, good work bringing them out. You'll make sure they get here.
Definitely.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Sibel.
All right, we're going to go to a break now. See you soon. we're back now, and we have as guests two of the people that were just performing from the Winchester Community Music School. So we're really honored to have with us.
Mary Whitesharf.
Hi, I'm Jason Fitzgerald.
And Mary, what were you doing up there?
Well, I was actually playing keyboard, but I'm part of a jazz ensemble that has its origins at the music school, and we still play at the music school, but we also play around town for a few things as well.
I know you do. I know one of the dates you have coming up. And how about you?
Yes, I'm also a student, and I'm a professional trombone player, and well, on the side, I suppose I have a day job in a cubicle.
Okay. But, you know, you're a professional trombone player, and you're
Yes, ma'am.
still taking lessons.
Absolutely. You never stop learning when you're a musician.
And
I'll
you-
take lessons till the day I die.
That's great. Now, do you take any lessons at the community music school?
I do. We're all in the same jazz combo class.
That's fabulous. So those teachers are qualified enough to teach professionals how to be even better.
Very much so.
Good. How long have you been doing this?
Well, playing jazz around 5 years.
Uh-huh.
I have a classical background, but then I decided that I would like to learn something a bit different, something that was fun to use in groups and out, and so I decided to take up jazz. So I've been studying at the music school since then.
So did you actually pick up music as an adult?
No, I've played classical piano since I was 5 years old.
Oh, okay.
But this was a new adventure to move into jazz.
And is that where you like it better now?
Well, I'm certainly enjoying it. I like both, but jazz is a lot of fun.
A
It's more
diplomat.
interactive, yes.
A diplomat. What's your musical background?
I believe I started annoying my parents with my slide trombone when I was 8 years old. So I've been
8?
playing ever since. Yeah, that's back when a slide trombone is a very large instrument. It's
Yes.
usually bigger than an 8-year-old. Yeah, I
Yes.
couldn't quite reach those far out positions. Yeah, but ever since then, I've played every genre that there is.
That's
and
what
I really
I'm
enjoy jazz.
picturing. I'm picturing an 8-year-old with a trombone, and if you spread that trombone out, it's got to be taller than you are.
Yes, definitely. Well, it still is actually. It's quite a long instrument.
Okay. Well, here's a plug for your next gig. Go ahead and tell us about it.
You're gonna have to cut. I don't remember when our next gig is.
But I do.
Okay.
There's a Rotary Club function, and we're going to be representing the music school there.
Yes, you are, and I'm looking forward to it tremendously.
Oh, good.
And you're the band manager as well?
By default, I guess so.
I see. Can you keep all these guys in line?
Oh, I try.
Good.
They're pretty good, though. We have
Good.
lots of fun together.
Good. Well, thank you very much for coming to Town Day and
Thank you.
performing for us. We enjoyed it
Oh, we
very,
certainly did
very
too.
much. And I hope that you're planning on coming back again.
Yes, absolutely. And also to our next gig, I hope. Yes.
Good. And then somebody may let you know what it is.
Yes, I hope so.
Any others that you'd like to mention at this point?
Well, we have the full group. I might forget a name if I start going through the list, but the music school is a great place for adults and youth to get together. We highly recommend it. We've had a lot of fun there. And
Well, thanks. We've had a lot of fun listening to you.
Thank you.
Bye and take care. Okay, and now what we're going to do is show you some of the events from. Oh, sorry. Excuse me. I thought we were going to show you some of the events from last night, but we're not. We are going to have another interview. So I will say goodbye to our musicians. Thank you very much.
Thanks for having us.
Thanks. And we're going to have Don Cronin, our very own Winchester station manager, come up.
Well, we got all before you come back for this. Figured I'll just talk a little bit about WinCam and go for a plug.
Yes. Here, Don, is the microphone safe in your hands?
Oh yes, I think I can handle that. Yeah, I should be able to hold this all right.
Well, Don, instead of actually answering our questions, why don't you just tell us what it is in your head and heart that you want to say?
That's a good point. Well, first I want to thank you, Sidel, and you, Alan, for the terrific job you're doing on camera today. You know, letting the viewers at home know exactly what's happened here at Town Day. Of course, I got to thank the crew. We have several people behind the scenes that were working hard. And I just like to take these opportunities to come on camera, talk about WinCam, you know, to promote local programming. You know, WinCam does many productions. Take this opportunity to just say to the organizations, any of the folks out there, we're always looking to grow WinCam, grow our membership base. If you see us doing productions around town and you think that's something you want to get involved with, don't hesitate to give us a call at the station. And again, we have production courses that are both, we have two options now, a 7-week production course, which basically teaches everything about production that a producer would need to know to produce a show. And recently, Julia Reaper and myself rolled out a new program, a 2-day workshop that we're finding there are a lot of people that want to get involved with WinCam, but just because of their busy schedules, they don't have the time. So the 2-day workshop is geared to satisfy that need. And they would learn, the first day they would learn basic shooting and production, and the second part of it they would learn basic videotape editing. So those are geared toward, well, anyone can take those workshops, but we're finding the organizations that in town are taking advantage of those classes. So
it's a great opportunity for the organizations to get their message out. I know that you did something called PSA Days, Public
Correct.
Service Announcements,
Mhm.
and allowed all the organizations to come in and make little mini commercials with
That's
you
right.
helping them. That was a terrific idea. And are you getting good response from the organizations to come back in and get trained for programs?
Yes, we are. We've had several of the PSAs have been produced. We had about 17 total organizations last November sign up for PSA days, and maybe 75% of them, we offered them the chance to come in and sit in on the editing process to get familiar with it, to see what goes on. And several of them have done that, and we've been able to play the PSAs that have been shown. So it's catching on, and we're really starting to, well, we've been growing steadily. So
We've been growing beautifully, and I have to say, Sadell, how lucky we are to have Don Cronin in our community for so many good years. A real pro's pro, and those folks who do hear this and feel they might be interested in getting involved in any aspect of WinCam in production or support services, this is the guy to see, and we like the fact that the WinCam is growing, and it's a real community support group. So
It certainly is. And Don, you've been here from the very beginning, and you're taking us into really technologically advanced work. We thank you very, very much.
well, you're welcome. It's we've got some challenges ahead of us, but it's great. At community television, I've been doing this for 15 years, and you just get to work with a diverse blend of people, and people who are very enthusiastic about learning a new skill. And don't hesitate. 781-721-2050. Give us a call. Get involved. We'd love to work with you.
Come on down.
come on down. That's right.
And now we're going to go to some of the events that were on last night and let you see some of the rest of Town Day, even the stuff that isn't going on right now. Thanks, Don.
Thank you.
Thank you, Don.
All right.
Did you really have to die for me? jerk it out. Shut up, hush your mouth, can't you hear you talk too loud? No, I can't hear nothing 'cause I got my head in the clouds. I bite off faster than I can chew. Been kicking that can along the avenue. Well, that's okay. 'Cause it's easy when you know how it's done. You can't stop now, it's already begun. You feel it running through your bones. Then you jerk it out. Jerk it out. All right, that song was "Jerk It Out" and by Caesar's Palace. And next we have "Chariot," sung by Austin. Yeah.
Hi, we're back. And while we're waiting for the band called Radio Dance to come on, we thought we'd talk about some of the wonderful things that are going to happen this evening. So if you're at home and watching this live, plan on a lovely evening in downtown Winchester. Couldn't be any better.
Couldn't be any better. It's such a beautiful day, best day of the entire year. And even for those not used to it, a little warm. But when it gets to be dusk, just prior to the fireworks, it's going to be lovely, and you'll have a chance to listen to the high school octet, the high school select singers and jazz band, and the McCall Junior High Jazz Band right here behind Sidell and myself.
And I mean, it couldn't be any better. You get great entertainment, the octets and the jazz band, as Alan said, and then the fireworks, and a beautiful night. And I think there'll still be some cooking going on.
There's going to be grilling going on and cooking, and I don't know, they sold some tickets for the grill dinner and maybe more. We haven't heard yes or no on that, but you'll have an opportunity. If you even have a ticket, you don't want to miss it. But a beautiful grill dinner with music backdrop in preparation for the fireworks.
Yeah, it's going to be wonderful.
So it's gonna be great.
Another thing we thought we'd talk a little bit about is the pleasure and the privilege of having a local access cable television station right in our own backyard with the latest equipment that's bringing in all these municipal events. I mean, you can go gavel to gavel for town meeting coverage without even going down to the high school. You can watch the selectmen every
Monday night.
Yes, week.
School committee Tuesday night.
We know how often they meet. And anything important that's going on in Winchester or fun, WinCam is covering. I think that's pretty great.
It's a wonderful service. High school sports, community activities, Winton Club show shown throughout the year, a number of different events that are, again, community events. It is a community access television station open to all volunteers to be part of on a production basis or planning basis, support services. So you want to take advantage. And,
yeah, you know, in these days when we think that we're getting maybe managed news, you know, we don't really know what's happening even from the big networks. If you have a point of view, if you have an event you want to talk about, or an organization you want to show the activities of, or anything like that, you can be a producer and put your own show on the air.
And the advantage also is that as a community access channel, we can put on shows 2 and 3 and 4 times if necessary at times that are accessible for the viewers, so that we might show something at 6 o'clock one night, 9 o'clock a different night to catch different viewers. But you have an opportunity, just as Sidell says, if you have some thoughts and ideas about a good program, to have it reach the community over the course of a good long term of time.
Yeah, and now if you're a business and you'd like some promotion and some advertising, you could always sponsor something that's going on. For example, you could sponsor better headsets, so I wouldn't have as much trouble as I'm having with this one that wants to fall off.
Yes, you could
We'd be happy to accept your donation.
Absolutely correct. And in thinking of opportunities to support, I'm wearing a very fashionable Winchester Town Day t-shirt, because I'm told that my 1994 t-shirt is starting to look thin. So not on me it's not thin, but I mean the t-shirt itself is thin. But so I have a nice 2005 t-shirt that is available at the Winchester Rotary for a little contribution of $12 only to the Town Day Committee. And as we've said earlier, you don't have to spend a nickel coming down to Town Day, but if you should want to, I'm advertising the Winchester Town Day t-shirt.
Yeah, it's going to be great. Now, there are some traditions and some new things that happen at Town Day every year. We saw something going on that I'm not sure whether we got any tape of for you, but there were like 1 million rubber duckies launched into the pond a little while ago. Alan, what was that all about?
The Great Rubber Ducky Race. And over the years, I think it started when the Winchester Sports Foundation sold raffle tickets to pick a number on your rubber ducky and have it go into the mill pond, have it the duck pond, we call it the mill pond, right here next to Sidell and myself, and have the currents from the mill pond take it over the waterfall. First duck to go over the waterfall wins the raffle, and not all the money in the raffle, because the rest of it goes to the Sports Foundation in this case. And what happened today, which was very unusual, was the breeze was blowing in this direction current was going in that direction.
And the duckies weren't moving much.
The breeze was winning. And unfortunately, the ducks were all over the pond and not going towards the waterfall.
But somebody must have gone
uh,
over the falls
that's
because
well,
they're not here.
Yeah,
And there was a winner.
So we had 3 men in a boat, 3 men in a tub, rub-a-dub-dub, go out with fishing nets picking up the rubber duckies. And we'll probably have different rules next year.
Yeah. So we'll be looking into some of the activities that have been going on today. And the Dance Radio Band is coming up. And so there's going to be plenty for you to be watching. Stay with us.
Please do.
wrong with it? That's right.
It's us against them, and love and thoughtfulness pave the road to redemption. No thoughtlessness, no callousness or dishonesty. There are 57 ways to conceal the truth, but somehow we've stumbled upon the concrete proof. Somewhere inside, all beings just want to know peace. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. The flames rose higher, higher in your bingy fire. Stay above the water, but every time we try the currents become stronger. We've been processed as goods and tied in a coffin of cellophane. If we only had serenity to see through the fog and to beat down our blues as if we were the cops into the soil and wash pain away like a tidal wave. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. Burn it down, burn it down, burn it down. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. There's gonna be a fire, fire in your bingy fire. The flames rose higher, higher in your bingy fire. Thanks. My bass is so warm right now. It's nice, yeah. Hey, ladies. If Dance Radio dies of sunstroke before we're done, we just want you to all know we love you very, very much. All right. Okay, what? Take warning? Take warning? Newer song? No, let's do that after. Take warning. Okay, this song's called Take Warning. Fine, let's do sound system. Yeah, just take warning. Okay, we're gonna do a song. Take warning, seems fine. All right, yeah, we are doing Take Warning. Get ready. All right. Listen up, ho! Take warning, take warning. Really gotta take warning. Stand by your friends, wrong or right. Can't call that justice if it's just a stupid excuse to fight, sing along, and attack. But you got no defense. You call that a new way of thinking. I call it regression through ignorance. Take warning, take warning. Take warning, take warning. New generation coming up, really gotta stand up to them. Take warning, take warning. No one's got nothing against you, unless you got something to prove. We don't need to know a new set of standards. We don't need to know a new set of rules, man. Heard all that shit before about stomping out any difference. We say stand together, not to fight, just to resist. Take warning, take warning. Take warning, take warning. Misinformation coming up, really gotta say no to them. Take warning, take warning. Enough is enough is enough. Why don't you just ease up? I saw another beat down last night, take warning. Who's the next to hit the ground tonight? Take warning, take warning. Take warning, take warning. Take warning, take warning. New generation coming up, really gotta stand up to them. Take warning, take warning.
Milk was indeed a bad choice.
Okay, alright, okay, we've never played this song for you guys before, and it's called The Light, and we just wrote it last week, so yeah, it's a pretty momentous occasion. Alright, tell me when you want me to play. Be the first to admit this currency is counterfeit, and this plastic mask is hardly an identity. Now leaves yawn in a forest where no factories exist, and the people there rejoice in their apathy. Now that mirror's not a mountain, but you can't get over it. This reflection was the cure for your loneliness. No, that isn't the potion that'll wash blues away. In fact, it is usually just the opposite. I love this life, but oh, I love this life. Now the cars rumble loudly, gears shift back and forth, and fill up blue skies with their poison. While a nervous guitarist just stares down at his feet, descending a stairway to the ocean, defying common misconceptions that you need wings to fly. The dead leaves all drift freely through the current. And the gray skies that split open like automatic doors reveal the warmth of the explosion. And I see the light. Oh, I see the light. I heard them say that once you're gone, just your spirit remains to guide the ones you love through eternity. I'm skeptical, but I saw you climbing that ladder into whatever's above. I just hope at the top you find the things you need. And we will all be healed. We will all be healed. And oh, I see the light. Oh, I see the light. Wait, dude, that's only our second song. Yeah, that karaoke singer cut way into our time.
You cut about 5 minutes into your time. The rest of this is
Travesty. Wait.
May have been only half an hour. You guys been on for half an hour.
Well, Carlson's on for 2, and he said we could take a few of their minutes, so should be all right. Yeah, we just do. Okay. What song do you want to do? We'll take requests, I guess. Wait, what do you want to do? All right. Okay, we're doing School Real Action. Yeah, and we're gonna make it pretty long. Do you want to just turn in the concert? Turn in the PJ concert. All right. Okay. All right. Okay. This song's called Schoolgirl Action. Basement crashing, schoolgirl action, satisfaction guaranteed. Black sunglasses, gray smoke dances, keep the shackles 'cause we are free. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Stupid grace and elegance, chemicals and science. Let me be your cigarette. Learn and mesmerize the haze and tiny lights. Feel the warmth in every breath. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Raise a glass because we're young and I'm looking to fall in love. Lips and fingertips, but dreaming in the mist and I don't wanna dance alone. Deflate like a balloon, send me crashing into you. This room is too cold, but you're hotter than the smoke. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Raise your fists like antennas, it's the rebels dance, it's the rebels dance. Basement crashing, schoolgirl action, so alive on nights like these. Mirrors in the sky, reggae lullabies. Keep the shackles 'cause we are free. Chemicals in the drinking water, and the lawyers and mad scientists have created a brand new monster.
have just come off a major success, premiering the newest and greatest attraction of Town Day. Tell us about it.
Well, it's the Top Dog Best in Show Dog Show of Winchester 2005, and it was a huge success.
And what made it a success?
Well, I think a lot of hard work and the fact that on Town Day itself, a lot of dog owners came and signed up on the day. I mean, on Thursday we had 10 entrants, and come Town Day we had over 75 dogs.
75 dogs.
75 dogs.
What
It was,
kinds of categories did you have for them?
Every category. We had best mutt, best dog trick. The dog trick was phenomenal. We had 25 dog tricks, all little kids with their dogs, and unbelievable. The dog that won it was the play dead dog, which I thought was a
play dead dog.
The dog just played dead, and I thought that was unbelievable talent that it took. They've been practicing all week apparently.
Did
But
you
there
check
go.
for a pulse and make sure that it wasn't
was
really
totally dead, and of course it couldn't go in best of show because it was dead.
Yeah.
But anyway, it did very well in the dog trick section, and then we had best dog owner lookalike, which we have many people in Winchester who qualify for that, but they didn't show today. But a few did, and they did very well with it, so that was good. And then we had best breed and best in show, so it was a phenomenal success.
Do you remember any of the winners' names?
Oh, absolutely not. But I do actually do. I don't remember my own name half the time, but I do remember the best in show was Shauna O'Loughlin, if I pronounce it right. I can't even.
Is
I
that
can
the
remember
dog's
it, but I
name or
can't-
the owner's name?
That's the owner's name. Beautiful red and white pointer is what
Oh.
it was. A beautiful dog.
Glenn, I hope you can stick around and talk some more. We have a band coming in,
Mhm.
and their name is Carlson. They're going to be playing behind us, and
Okay.
when they start playing, we have to stop talking. But up till then,
Oh, okay.
I want
You mean I'm
stick
just filler?
around.
This is
Oh,
filler?
this
Is
is
that all
like-
this is? I thought this was the top
is-
dog best
this
in
is
show.
big. Oh, this is big.
Well,
This is a bit.
and you're the top dog best in show. Look at this outfit. You win best costume
It was
as
packed.
well.
They came to see the outfit. I thought they came to see the dogs, but apparently it was the way I was dressed.
What gave you the idea?
Well, originally the Chamber of Commerce was thinking of doing a pet parade, and they were just getting so busy with preparation of Town Day. They asked me if I would do it, and I said, well, maybe I'd prefer to do a dog show. So it turned into a dog show. No pony.
No dog and pony
No
show.
dog and pony. It was a real dog show. The American Kennel Association wanted nothing to do with us, and I thought that was a good move
They're
on their
just gonna
part.
sue you for even mentioning their
Exactly,
name
yeah.
in the same breath.
All handlers had to be at least 16 years old, and there were a couple of young ones there that were very
But
suspect.
the dogs,
Yeah.
the dogs did not have to be AKC
No,
registered.
well, the best in breed had to have
Best in
papers.
breed.
Yeah, they had to have papers.
Seriously?
Newspapers.
Ah!
You see?
Thank you.
Oh, great
I'm
second
here.
banana.
I'm here all week.
I see. That's very good.
Now, Glenn, let's say a few words about you yourself, a man of ideas. You're also a man of many talents.
A few.
Now, if you recognize
Thank you.
this man, you say, I've seen him before. It's because not only have you seen him around town, but you've seen him on television. He's a professional actor, done commercials, and other acting for money, and acting for just the pure
Just the
pleasure
pure
of it.
pleasure of it, yes. I've acted in Winchester, Burlington, Arlington, Cambridge, and done ads for Adidas and Fleet Bank. When it was Fleet Bank, after my commercial, they had to change their name, apparently.
There
But
it is.
it's a lot of fun, and I also do my
Community
music.
theater. Well, you do the Winchester Co-op Theater with Mrs. A. We were
Yeah.
talking about that
Yeah.
earlier.
I've been the drama coach for 12 years with the Cooperative Theatre.
Now, did you spot any acting talent in your dog show?
The MC was good. I thought he was
Well,
brilliant.
book him right away.
Yeah,
right.
he's definitely, he must have an agency.
You know, dogs can make a lot of money.
Those
as
dogs
actors.
worked hard. It was like, it felt like 90 degrees out there. And the dogs, especially the long-haired, I'm serious now, those long-haired dogs are working. They're working dogs.
I'll bet you.
Yeah.
Now, where
75 dogs walking around the fountain. It was an unbelievable sight.
where in town did you have the show?
On the common, around the fountain,
Oh, right.
which
right.
isn't really a fountain. It's like
It's like a garden now.
It's a whole nother thing that I don't want to get into right now, but apparently it's a fountain with no water.
Mhm,
But anyway, so it was nice. And it was packed. It was beautiful.
I'll
Now,
bet
Glenn,
it
Fabulous.
was.
And next year,
or future
oh,
contests.
next year there's going to be a cutoff.
So how
We're
do you-
cutting it off
yes.
at 250 dogs.
me
We
how
you
just
do it.
we can't handle more than
Do
that.
you do trial heats or everybody's in
Oh,
all
it'll
for
be
one?
run-ups. Yeah, Friday, Thursday, Friday, and into the finals on Saturday.
Did you give out lots of
Oh, is
pooper
that-
scoopers in plastic
No,
bags?
well,
and
the
stuff?
dogs behaved themselves very well. A couple of handlers had a few
There's a
accidents.
beautiful trophy here. Is that
But
beautiful
other than that,
trophy?
this is
can
the
we bring
trophy.
that in?
Oh yes, our assistant
Thank you.
handed
This
to us.
is the trophy.
This is fantastic.
This
Oh,
is,
this is a
Oh,
real
it's heavy, it's real
marble.
thing, it's
and
real
that's
stuff.
Have you read-
Oh.
It
the-
says
the-
Best in Show Town Day, Winchester, Massachusetts. Why am I holding it? The winner
well,
must
no,
have had
actually,
it.
the winner gets a smaller replica. This one travels the state throughout the year.
Oh, I see. Very good. And for bookings,
And plus,
call
I must.
Glenn.
I'd be remiss if I didn't thank our sponsors, Pet Pals, the dog walkers, also Fell's Hardware helped us out, and so we're very grateful to them for the prizes and the ribbons, and we look forward to another success next year.
Great.
I gotta go.
He's not going to let us
He's in demand.
give him the hook. You know,
I
he's
gotta go.
out of
I'm
here.
a busy man. I'm a busy man. So it's been
You
real
were
nice.
very nice to come back here
Very
and
nice
spend some
talking to
time
you,
with
and
us,
I look
Glenn.
forward to seeing you next year.
Oh, that's great.
All right.
Okay.
I look
Okay.
forward to
Thank
seeing
you.
you next week.
Take care, Glenn. Well, how about that? Now, that's unique to the Winchester Town Day, best in show for all of our dogs. That's very nice.
Okay, Carlson is warming up, and they are getting ready to play. Carlson is one of the garage bands we were talking about, and they're going to play numbers of their own and covers, I guess. And we're looking forward to hearing them.
Great. Hope you enjoy it.
Yourself a monitor? Yeah. Great. Let's see what else we got. Guitars. Start off with guitar all the way over stage right. Tall Fender. Great. Bass guitar, please. Hear enough of that in the monitor? Right. And what else? Another guitar. Right, keyboard. Hang on, it's your turn with that mic. Alright. Turn that keyboard again, make sure you got enough monitor. Cool. Now, I've got you on the schedule as being off stage at 4:05, which is 35 minutes from now. Give you a little bit of warning, or you can keep an eye out for the shoulder. Thank you. If you need anything with monitors, let me know. Turn the bass on, please.
Bye, Mike. Let me tell you about a loner that I knew. He called himself Jimbo. But the city of Memphis, and he had his roots in Texas. Why, no one really cared. But he came into town one day. Didn't know I wanted him to stay, so he left before sunrise the very next day. There he goes, riding down the trail on his horse named Horse. Got no place to stay. A desperado living by his own code. Always on his own. Riding down the trail on his horse named Horse. No place to call his own. I tell ya, Jimbo liked it that way. Living life all alone. One night Jimbo pinched up his back on the trail on his horse named Horse. Got no place to stay. The desperado living by his own code. On his own way. Running down the trail on his horse named Horse. No place to call his home. I tell ya, Jimbo, like a dead way. Hey, living life all alone. Whose children are these? John Flanagan wrote this next song.